Not long ago, the world was captivated by the discovery of Göbeklitepe, a stunning temple complex in southeastern Turkey that pushed back the dawn of civilization by thousands of years. For a time, it was thought to be a solitary wonder, a place of pilgrimage where early humans gathered for grand ceremonies. But now, just a short distance away, another site is rewriting our understanding of this ancient landscape. This place is Karahantepe, a sprawling settlement that is part of the ambitious Stone Hills project. Archaeologists are uncovering secrets here that suggest Göbeklitepe was not alone, but part of a network of communities where our distant ancestors lived, worked, and worshipped all in one place. Imagine a world emerging from the last ice age, around 12,000 years ago. This was the Neolithic period, a time of monumental change for humanity. The discoveries at Karahantepe are giving us an unprecedented window into this transformative era. Led by Professor Nexmi Karul, excavations began in 2019 and have already revealed a site that rivals its famous neighbor in importance. Covering a vast area of 14 hectares, Karahantepe includes not only monumental structures, but also the quarries where the giant T-shaped pillars were carved from the living rock. It's a complete picture, showing us not just the final product, but the entire process of creation. The biggest question that Göbeklitepe raised was, where did the people who built it live? Did they travel from far and wide, or were their homes nearby? Karahantepe is providing the answer. Here, archaeologists are finding not just public buildings, but also the remains of everyday houses surrounding them. This completely changes our perspective. These weren't just empty ceremonial grounds, they were bustling settlements, ancient towns where people built their lives. The discoveries here confirm that these early Neolithic communities were far more settled and socially complex than we ever imagined, creating integrated spaces for both their spiritual and daily needs. What we are witnessing at Karahantepe is the birth of settled life. The sheer scale of the site and the variety of structures being unearthed are simply breathtaking. We can see the layout of a prehistoric village, with communal spaces at its heart and residential areas branching off. This arrangement tells us a story about social organization and community planning. It suggests a society where people came together for shared activities, whether for ritual or for work, while also maintaining private family dwellings. Karahantepe is not just a collection of old stones, it's the blueprint of a community, frozen in time for us to explore. The most exciting revelation from Karahantepe is the clear evidence of domestic life. Archaeologists have uncovered dozens of structures, from large, impressive public buildings to smaller, more intimate dwellings that were clearly homes. This discovery powerfully counters the idea that these sites were only for worship. Instead, it paints a picture of a vibrant living community where public and private life were intertwined. People gathered in the grand communal buildings for shared rituals or meetings, and then returned to their own houses at the end of the day. It's a pattern of living that feels remarkably familiar to us even today. At the heart of the settlement lies a particularly impressive structure, a large, circular building with a diameter of about 28 meters. This building appears to have been a central point for the community, used continuously for centuries. The earliest layers of this structure date back to around 9400 BC, placing it among the oldest monumental architecture in the world. Its long-term use suggests it held immense importance for the people of Karahantepe. It may have been a place for feasting, for storytelling, or for making important community decisions. It was the anchor of their society, a constant presence in their lives for generations. Surrounding these magnificent public spaces are the more modest huts that served as homes. Finding these residential buildings is a game changer. It populates the ancient landscape, turning it from a mysterious ceremonial ground into a place filled with the sounds and activities of daily life. We can imagine families cooking, children playing, and artisans crafting tools right next to the grand pillars. A recent, thrilling find was a T-shaped pillar carved with a striking human face, featuring deep-set eyes and a prominent nose. This piece of art, 12,000 years old, shows that artistic expression was integrated into their architectural and spiritual world, perhaps representing ancestors or mythical beings. This blend of the monumental and the mundane is what makes Karahantepe so special. It shows us that for these Neolithic people, there was no strict separation between the sacred and the everyday. Their spiritual beliefs were woven into the fabric of their daily existence. The grand pillars and carvings weren't just in a faraway temple, they were part of their neighborhood, watching over their homes. This holistic view of life is a profound insight into the minds of our ancestors, revealing a worldview where the spiritual and the practical were one and the same. The story of Karahantepe is also a story of innovation and adaptation, which we can read through the thousands of artifacts left behind. By analyzing the different layers of the site, archaeologists can see how life changed over centuries. In the oldest layers, the stone tools are mostly related to hunting. These were communities that relied heavily on the abundant wild game in the fertile landscape. The flint blades and projectile points tell a story of skilled hunters tracking gazelles and other animals. A way of life that had sustained humanity for millennia. This was the foundation upon which their society was built. But as we move into younger layers of soil, a fascinating shift occurs. The types of tools begin to change, telling a new story. We start to see more tools designed for woodworking, suggesting more sophisticated construction techniques for their homes and public buildings. Even more importantly, grinding stones and other food processing implements become common. This signals a major economic and cultural transition, the move towards agriculture. The latest findings from 2024 have confirmed this, revealing that grains were being cultivated at the site, and that the residents were even making early forms of bread. This discovery of early farming is monumental. It means that the people of Karahantepe were among the world's first farmers, experimenting with domesticating wild grasses and transforming them into a reliable food source. This shift from hunting and gathering to agriculture was one of the most important moments in human history, and Karahantepe gives us a front-row seat to watch it unfold. The presence of both hunting tools and farming implements shows a community in transition, slowly embracing a new way of life that would eventually change the world forever. It was a slow revolution, happening right here. By studying the animal bones and the materials used for tools, scientists can piece together a detailed picture of the environment and the technological skills of the people. They can see how diets changed over time, and how tool-making techniques evolved. This meticulous work helps us understand the challenges and opportunities these early communities faced. It shows their incredible ingenuity and resilience as they learned to manage their resources, cultivate the land, and build a stable, settled society in a world that was constantly changing. Karahantepe isn't just a snapshot, it's a feature film of early human progress. The groundbreaking discoveries at Karahantepe and the wider Stone Hills project have captured the imagination of the world. Located about 60 kilometers from the city of Şanlıurfa, the site is attracting a growing number of international visitors and researchers, all eager to witness the dawn of civilization firsthand. Even though the excavations are still in their early stages, temporary walkways have been installed, allowing visitors to tour the site safely. A free, multilingual digital app provides information, making this incredible story accessible to a global audience. This is history in the making, and people are traveling across the globe to be a part of it. The immense scientific importance of Karahantepe has also turned it into a hub for international collaboration. Archaeologists and scientists from around the world are coming to Turkey to participate in the research. For instance, teams from Japan are scheduled to join the work, bringing new perspectives and technologies to the project. This global cooperation is crucial for unlocking the many secrets that Karahantepe still holds. The Şanlıurfa Archaeology Museum is also being transformed into a world-class center for Neolithic research, ensuring that the artifacts are studied and preserved for generations to come. Protecting this fragile 12,000-year-old site for the future is a top priority. The excavation team has made a conscious decision to work in one concentrated area, leaving much of the site untouched. This careful approach ensures that future archaeologists, armed with more advanced technologies, will have pristine sections to explore. By the end of 2025, a protective roof structure is planned for the main excavation area, which will shield the delicate structures from the elements before the site is fully open to the public. This thoughtful preservation strategy balances the desire for discovery with the responsibility to protect our shared human heritage. Karahantepe is more than just an archaeological dig. It is a profound connection to our deepest past. It is helping us answer some of the most fundamental questions about who we are and where we come from. The evidence of settled communities, complex social structures, and the beginnings of agriculture is forcing us to rethink the timeline of human civilization. As the dust continues to settle at Karahantepe, it reveals a story of incredible creativity, community, and change. It is a treasure not just for Turkey, but for all of humanity, offering a powerful reminder of our ancestors' remarkable journey.